Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is more healing and reharmonizing of our maternal lineages after being traumatized by sexism and sexist discrimination. And when I say maternal lineages, that also applies to the female ancestors in the paternal lines, because their trauma still affected us as well, because it also gets passed down through the men, right, who were children of those women and then became our parent or grandparent and so on, right? So since the mothers bear the children, well, carry them inside them first, and there's such a strong bond, the children absorb all that trauma, right? So like it gets passed down, but through the maternal trauma, right? So there were two things that I was shown today. One is, and that's a little less pleasant. I hope you don't mind. Please excuse me if I share that, but that was one of the signs. So my number two today looked like Spätzle, and one of them looked like a heel, like a woman's shoe, right? Like heeled shoes. Spätzle is a homemade southern German type of egg noodle. And basically, like, usually in most cases, those recipes get passed down from mother to daughter, right? And in my family, my mother basically just taught me, okay, take flour and eggs. If you want, you can add a little bit of milk and add a little bit of salt, and mix it all together, and the texture has to be sort of gooey. So it's kind of between a batter and a dough in a sense, right? So I'm not sure which one it would categorize as. And that's it, right? So there's no measuring, nothing exact, but it's like that's how it was passed down. And the style in which it was made was the style of Bavaria, which is where my grandmother was from. I grew up in Swabia, and my mother grew up in Baden. So, like, there were three regions, all in southern Germany, but like different areas. So, I understood instantly that referred to the trauma of my maternal lineage, right? Now, since yesterday's topic had to do with discrimination and racism, right? I knew that the discrimination towards women was the next part that had to be healed more. And of course, racism also gets passed down through the maternal lineage. I mean, it gets passed down in general, but even more so through the maternal lineage, because a lot of, especially if, let's say, a woman suffers from or under racism and sexism, then it's double the trauma, right? So it gets passed down very potently. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you is the wax from yesterday's ceremony. And what I saw here, or what I see here, is a female figure. Sorry, I hope you can see it okay. With a reflection, sometimes a little hard. But here on the left side, I see a female figure that very caringly wraps a blanket or something, some kind of shawl maybe, around, and I sense that it's a protective gesture, how you would protect a child, an infant, right? And over here on the right, I see several spirits, right? So the ancestors and the maternal love and protection. So that's what needs more healing, right? So that's basically it. Again, as it sometimes happens, there's a chance that something will be added after I call in the spirit guides, but that's how I've been guided to up until this point. Okay, and oops, just gotta move something here. One moment. All right, so let's smudge and get started. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 should be good. All right, 3, here we go. Please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies and take away anything dark, evil, low vibrational, and unhealed, and transmute it into pure divine essence and return it to the universe for reintegration. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. And as I was in the middle of this, I felt my voice going a little funny, and right at the end here I was yawning. So again, it's exhaustion from all of this, and still like not quite having our voice. And there comes a bit more information. Having our voice silenced, and this could have been done either forcefully or through society in general, or an understanding from being taught from a young age on that, let's say, girls or women should be seen and not heard, those kind of things, right? And that, let's say, our voice or our ancestors' voice might have simply, or their opinions, their whatever they were voicing, whatever they were saying, might have just been dismissed, not being taken seriously, and so on, right? So all of that. So yeah, there's more coming through. Thank you. Please reconnect us to our own inner divinity, and that all around us. Help us take our power back. And through all of that, be in oneness with all of creation again. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. All right, let's call in our divine team. Dear divine higher power of the universe, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all 4 directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all 4 elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. First, I want to thank you for helping us through all these different steps that bring us closer and closer to our healed, ascended state of being. Thank you for all the blessings, big and small, in our lives, from the wonderful, loving, caring people in our lives, for for the food that we have, for the roof over our heads, the clothes on our body, and a way of survival, such as a job in most cases, but some people may have other means of surviving. And by coming back into our power, help us thrive again and be a magnet for abundance in all areas of our lives. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. All right. I ask that we and our lineages heal from all the maternal trauma that was passed down to us. All the, what's coming through is shame as well. All the shame that the women who were our ancestors carried within themselves. Thank you. Not just from sexist discrimination, but also in war times. Sometimes women were raped and then later blamed for it and shamed and blamed. There was a lot of injustice done, a lot of discrimination that created situations of hopelessness. Help us heal from all the hurt, pain, suffering, and trauma that comes along with that trauma being passed down to us. We call back our power and let all that darkness, all that trauma be removed from us and sent into the light to be transmuted into pure divine essence and then returned to the universe for reintegration. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Let us and our lineages be flooded with pure divine light, with pure divine love. Help us feel so strongly cradled, safe, shielded, protected, and loved unconditionally. Let all that warmth enter our lives and our hearts. Let harmony return to us and our ancestors. Okay, so all that protection, oops, it's sliding down. Okay, hold on, I'll get it enough. I feel like they have to be right under that, but I need to secure it enough. There you go. what else just popped into my head was that a lot of marriages in the past were loveless, especially in areas and times where they were arranged to form alliances between families, where the bride and groom were still children. I mean, in the past, sometimes the children were as young as 12 when they got married. Oh, let all that trauma float away and be transmuted into divine essence and returned to the universe for reintegration. We bless those people, times, and places with love and release all trauma from us and our lives and our ancestors, our ancestral lineages. And call back our power from all people, places, and things, known and unknown, that have held power over us and that had silenced us and our ancestors, that had been dismissive, not valued us, not respected us. Let's call back our power from all of those people, places, and things. Send love, understanding, and forgiveness. And send all of that into the light to be transmuted into pure divine essence and returned to the universe for reintegration. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Let harmony, peace, tranquility, understanding, patience, kindness, love, and being in oneness enter our lives, enter our body, mind, spirit, soul, and energy field throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. And that's it. If anyone would like to stay in these energies a bit longer, please pause the video. For the rest of us, let the ceremony now be fully finished, and let us give massive amounts of love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings to our divine team. Thank you so, so much. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected with a massive 12D shield of protection, and seal our energy field with divine golden light. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of the ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. That's funny, I wanted to say shake. So something needs to be shaken up. I think our energy field. So just shake your arms and legs a little bit, shake your body. The energy wants to move around a little bit more. Thank you. Whew. That's it. Yeah, that was it. Thank you to our spirit guides once more. And I'm also sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. May truth and integrity always be with you. Bye until next time. Lots of love. Bye.